Alright, so in this video, we're going to show you how to actually add people from the People tab in Uscreen over to another software called MailerLite. And MailerLite's like a really good tool for doing email marketing. So what we're going to have to do, we're actually going to have to connect the two softwares using Zapier. And if you haven't used Zapier before, you can find that under Settings and then Integrations. And when you add Uscreen into Zapier, it'll ask for this API key, and this is just kind of what you're going to paste over there. So we also have additional email marketing tools that we natively integrate with, like Drip and MailChimp. But for anything else, like MailerLite, you can just connect that with Zapier. And we'll kind of show you what that looks like here. If you've used it before, this will all be pretty familiar. But basically, we're going to take the people from this People tab. Whenever they actually create an account in Uscreen, whether you add them here or they actually sign up on the website, like on your storefront here, they'll get added over into subscribers. So there is this all subscriber list here, and it'll just get added right here. So let's actually go ahead and set that up. And we'll just start from scratch here. We'll just click on Make a Zap. And then our first app and event will be Uscreen. And we're going to use this new customer event. And then we'll hit Continue. And here's my test account. And it's a good idea to test your trigger. What it's going to do is actually going to grab some data for you that you can use in the next step. Otherwise, the next step is going to look a little funny. If you try it, you'll know what I mean. But yeah, we'll hit Continue. And then we'll search for MailerLite. And there's not too many events here. We just basically have create and update subscriber. That's kind of the key one that we would use here. And then select your account. And again, if you haven't set these up before, whenever you do connect those accounts, it might ask you for like an API key. I know in MailerLite, it's super simple. You just go to Integrations and then Developer API. And if we click on that one there, you can see your API key there that it'll ask for. Okay, and then subscriber group. You should just have the main one. And this is just actually the title of my MailerLite account. But then the other kind of key thing we need is email. The rest is optional. I mean, obviously, I think it's a good idea to have a person's name so you can actually like target them by their name when you're sending them an email. And then these are kind of, maybe you might want to kind of search what these are for. But they're kind of like some additional options here to send autoresponders to people and stuff like that. But yeah, the rest of this is typically, we don't really capture much beyond their email and their name. And so the rest of these aren't really useful for you. So basically you can just hit Continue. And I think we'll just actually go test and review. And you know what? This might be the same email I actually already added into here under subscribers. Yeah, so what we might do, and if you ever run into this issue, you can always go to Find Data. And then just usually there's another option, like let's pull another person in. So this will be a totally different email. We'll go down to this step again. And then we'll test it, retest the action. And then we might have to just refresh this page here. There we go. So there, the second subscriber did show up correctly. So there's another couple things I just want to show you here. A lot of the other softwares, when you go to these events here, they usually have more options. And this can be something like update subscriber status or update subscriber segment. So in MailerLite here, under subscribers, there is segments, but Zapier doesn't allow you to swap people around. And what these segments are typically used for, you might have a segment for new Uscreen customers that haven't purchased anything. You might have a segment for customers that have actually made a subscription purchase and are currently subscribed. Normally a tool like Zapier, and then, I mean, the MailerLite or the other tool associated with Zapier would allow you to do those. But MailerLite, for whatever reason, hasn't added those additional events here. So they've kept it pretty basic. Basically, anyone that goes into Uscreen can be added as a subscriber. That's pretty much the extent of the functionality. So if you're looking to kind of move people around between different segments or lists, as they might call them in MailChimp, definitely explore some of those other softwares out there because they'll all have different event options here. And the more the better, the more options that it gives you. And you can really kind of keep a tight control over your list here. But yeah, hopefully this gives you a good idea of how you can use MailerLite and Uscreen.